Can you see the die cut of it? Whoa. Convinced the man to abandon the two. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is a very nice book. Left alone, Hansel and Gretel. Man, I cannot stop saying how cool this book is. Can you see the die cut? I think it calls die cut. I really love it. I'm so in love. Once again, drop the Greg pen. Hi everyone! Welcome back once again to my channel. If you still don't know me, I'm Miss Jo. And today's story is about two kids that really love sweets. You know already what the story is? Hansel and Gretel. Let's go. Once upon a time, a brother and a sister called Hansel and Gretel lived in a little house near the woods. Their father was a very poor man and could not feed the whole family. Their stepmother, an evil woman, convinced the man to abandon the two children. That evening, Hansel and Gretel heard their father and stepmother talking, but did not understand what was about to happen. The next day, the father told the little ones,
"Let us go into the forest and gather wood."
Their stepmother gave to Hansel a piece of bread for lunch and supper. The children followed their father happily into the woods, but Hansel, who had always been a cautious boy, dropped breadcrumbs along the way. The breadcrumbs would show them the path home in case anything happened. In the woods, the father said,
"Wait here. I'm going to gather some more wood, then I'll come back for you."
And he walked away sadly. Left alone, Hansel and Gretel waited for their father to return. Night fell, and Hansel and Gretel began to be afraid. Their father has not returned, and Gretel was very scared by the darkness in the woods. Hansel held his sister tight and comforted her.
"Do not worry, dear sister. I will bring you home. We will follow the breadcrumbs I left along the way."
When they reached home, their father was very happy and embraced the two children. The stepmother, however, flew into a rage. She convinced the father to take them back into the woods and leave them there forever. The next day, Hansel, who was a shrewd boy, once again dropped breadcrumbs along the way. But when it was time to follow the breadcrumbs home, he discovered that the birds had eaten them. So the two children were truly lost in the woods. Hansel and Gretel walked a while until they came to an entrance of a little cottage. It was made of gingerbread with a roof of biscuits and windows of sugar. Hungry as they were, they decided to have a little taste. Suddenly, an old woman with a kind and caring face appeared at the door and invited the children in. Hansel and Gretel accepted, not knowing that the old woman was in fact an evil witch who lured children into her home only to eat them. The old witch wasted no time and imprisoned Hansel immediately, locking him in a small cage. Then she sent Gretel to the kitchen and forced her to wash and clean, dust and bake, and do all the housework. The witch, before eating the little boy, wanted to fatten him a bit first and forced Gretel to prepare for him all kinds of dishes. Every day, the witch checked how Hansel was fattening by pinching his finger, but Hansel was quite clever and gave her a chicken bone instead. So the witch yelled,
"Ugh, you're not fat enough. You must eat more."
One day, now impatient, the woman decided to cook the boy.
"Gretel, where are you?"
she shouted.
"Come here now and light the stove."
When the evil witch approached the stove to see if it was hot enough, Gretel shoved her in and closed the door after her. The two children were now free of the wicked witch forever. The witch had been reached, and the two children took possession of her treasures. They gathered gems, coins, and precious stones. Happily, they returned home. The father embraced his children once again and sent their evil stepmother away. And so they lived happily ever after. Hope you liked our story, guys. This is an amazing story with amazing die cuts. I'm so in love with this. Please put your likes and subscribe my channel and comment on my Facebook page what other books should Miss Jo read next. Till then, bye!